Hi all, welcome to Just Getting to Know Me, and just out here in the garage hanging out with Stormy. I was on Amazon ordering her a new harness because every time I try to get her to get her harness on, she turns her head down and she walks away, and then she walks in a circle, and then she like has her tail down between her legs, and she does not want to put that harness on at all. At all. She is seriously upset about having to get a harness on, even though it's like, we're gonna go to the park, we're gonna go play. She just, no, she doesn't want that darn thing on. And I haven't bought her a new one in like a year or more because she's kind of stopped growing. She's 3 years old and she's just doing her thing. And she really does not like the harness at all. At all, guys. Here is Stormy, laying here patiently waiting for us to go to the place to go do the thing. And she is just, she does not like the harness at all. You know, I tried to teach her at a very young puppy age that whenever she has that harness on, it means training and she has to obey. And she doesn't really like to train. She just wants to do what she wants to do. I mean, she's a dog. And all she wants to do is play. So she doesn't get to play all the time. But even with her harness on at like a park, her harness is on, and we are playing in a regular like kid equipment park. It's not a dog park, it's just a regular park. And that way she is also training while we play, because playtime is part of training. I mean, I like to reward her for her doing a good job, and it's tiresome laying in a freaking car for hours while I'm in the doctor appointments. I have taken her in a couple doctor appointments before, but it's just, I have to focus on trying to keep her occupied while I'm trying to talk and get my appointment through. So it's harder to take her to appointments with me. Those high pain level days and days that I just can't stabilize, it seems like no matter what, I take my butt cushion in with me to the doctors. I'll use a wheelchair. They're at the front doors. I'll get in the wheelchair if it's a high pain day, so I have to sit in that wheelchair. I usually have my butt cushion in with me in the wheelchair. You know, I have to do what I have to do to conserve my energy. I really do want to look into purchasing myself a mobility scooter, so I can save my energy on those days that I really do have long, like lots walk stays. But I also don't want to make myself so I'm incapacitated and where I have to rely on them. There's a fine balance between, I guess what you would call me is a ambulatory wheelchair user. I use them in situations where I know the standing is going to be horrific and there's just nothing I can do to get out of it. And I need to have my own device and not just rely on the devices of the places that I go to, like the doctor's office. They have plenty of like rentals and usable ones for people that don't have one. And I love that. So, another thing I can look into is the rollator temporarily, but that really hurts my posture and hurts my back, and it's not good for me to use it that way. So it's using my body in an incorrect position. The ergonomics of a rollator isn't very good for a person. So I'm trying to strengthen those muscles and not let them get weaker than they already are. So I do my due diligence while I'm outside my bed and I'm trying to do whatever movements and things that I'm trying to do for the day, errands, chores, whatever it is. I try to go at a pace that I'm comfortable with and that my body is okay with. And I can't trim my body too fast. I can't move too fast. Otherwise, I'm just not paying attention and I'll breathe at just the wrong moment and something will go out. whether it be my hip, my neck, my middle back, no matter what it is, it's just a cascading part of whole muscle spasms, and I end up being bedbound a lot of the time, which isn't good for me either. I need to be up and moving. I need to be out of bed and doing stuff. Um, it's just been rough. It's been rough trying to balance it. Even though I've been trying for like the last 20 years, it's hard. Uh, it's hard to get used to. Uh, Trying to take care of myself. I think we need to have more of people like me in the world, inspiring all of us to lift ourselves up. Do what it takes to help yourself. Don't fall victim to the victim mindset and everything happens to me and poor me. I mean, things happen to everybody. I want you to know you're not alone. It's not just you. Don't be too narcissistic. Humble yourself. Like, understand. I'm glad my dad takes the time to come out of the garage and kind of gives me a moment to, oh, let me pause my video. Alright, and that was twice my dad interrupted that whole thing. He had to do stuff, and now he's gone. So yeah. I do the best that I can here with what I've got dealt. Today I am going to look into maybe I need to go camping. I really want to go camping and get out of the house again. Gosh, it was so freeing and it was so nice, and I missed having Stormy Dog with me, and I really want to do some camping with her this coming weekend. It's way too short a notice. There's no way I'm going to find camping anywhere in the state. There's no way. Not this last minute. But I'm thinking maybe during the week, one of the next couple days. I know the 4th of July holiday is coming up, so a lot of people are probably taking some time off, so it's going to be really hard to find anything last minute. But I want to go camping. I need to get outdoors. I need some inspiration. I have a lot of things coming up, and I just want to make sure I'm slowing down and taking care of myself in the process. I'm not stressing myself out and feeling overwhelmed and anxious about getting everything done. Because I tend to try to rush myself. I just want to have it all done and over with, so then I have nothing to worry about. But then I end up just freezing and procrastinating and doing none of it. Like, I have my pile of paperwork I need to get through. I've really been procrastinating on that. Right now, I'm finally not procrastinating, and I'm getting another round of boxes ready to send to my friends in other states. I like to send out gift boxes, and I like to try and do it every couple of months. I haven't sent all my friends any care packages in a while, but it's usually the same few people that I'm sending them to, honestly. It's because I know them the best, and it's the best. I am such a gift giver. I love personalizing gifts and putting a lot of thought into a gift, and I really tailor the gift to that person. Which reminds me, I need to get down to the pharmacy today and go buy the little Snoopy figurine that I saw that finally went on 35% off clearance. So now that it went on clearance, I'm like, still kind of expensive, but like, she loves Snoopy, and she has a room entirely dedicated to Snoopy. It was the room that I stayed in when I was in Vegas for my birthday 2 months ago. Not a complete 2 months ago, more like a month and a half, but like, it's been since May. But I left in the beginning of June, so it's been about a month total, since I've seen her in person. We had that one argument that one night, and it was like right close to the time I left, and I'm like, I've processed and learned a lot about that whole situation ever since then, and I love her that much more for it, though, because I like to see real truth, and I love to see real flat out honesty. As scary as it was so like gratifying too that she finally said something that was really truthful, that she's closed and held off her mouth for so long. I I tend to push buttons sometimes, and I think she really, really needed that. She really needed to have that explosion. She needed that so bad. It was misdirected, but um, and it put me into a triggered state. But it helped me also learn how to cope better for triggers myself. It helped me like understand myself better, and I learned from that experience, and I'm so glad that I did. Um, let's hope that maybe some of you can learn from my story telling, um, and just inspire you to live a better life. Everybody makes mistakes. We're all human, you know. There were so many other things I could have like responded way better about, but I take what I've learned and I'm moving forward with it, and I just feel that much closer to her because I've been able to now understand more since she was able to open up to me, which is a huge strides that she hasn't really been able to open up to me about a lot of these things forever. And it's hard not to judge because I judged her. Everything that she told me, I did really judge her for them. And unfortunately, I have biases about some of those. um, but it's learning when to not shove and throw those things in their face. And I don't think I did, but gosh, I really wanted to. I was just so frustrated at that point because she was taking it out on me, and I was reacting and responding because I was triggered by an action that she did, not by anything that she said, though. I wasn't triggered by what she said, it was what she did. Her actions spoke louder than words. um, but I learned from all of that. Seriously, I learned from that experience so much, and I wouldn't trade any of these experiences in the world. Good, bad, the ugly. Like, I wouldn't trade that. I wouldn't trade my crying on video. I wouldn't and posting. I don't regret any of it. It's being me, my own true authentic self. And there's so many people, like, I just watched a video short this morning from a girl that has tics and Tourette's, and she has, of course, an amount of non-believers and like you're blah blah blah, and it's true. A lot of the time, it's true. A lot of things can be edited out. A lot of things can be changed, and she showed what it was like to edit those tics out, because she does a lot of work to try and make it more fluent and flow of a video instead of having tics every couple of seconds. I mean, it just I can understand how she edits and why she edits. So then, yeah, she does have some non-believers because of that, because 99.9% of the time, nothing you see on the internet is real. I love watching those reality versus Instagram freaking things, and yeah, like, looks wonderful on Instagram, but then you get there and you're like, this is nothing what Instagram made it look like. That's why I despise filters. I despise fake people. I despise small talk. I just, it makes me cringe. I don't like any of that. It's difficult. It's difficult for me to deal with. That's my autism, ADHD stuff. Like, and yeah, a lot of people have texture issues with being on the spectrum. And you know, I was listening to Dr. Huberman. I don't know how to add the links in the bottom, but if you look him up on YouTube, he's a huge podcaster, interviewer. He's a neuroscientist, PhD, like super smart dude, and he just wants to make this information public. He wants to make sure that people know what's really going on in the medical world and the science behind it. And there's a reason why things are the way they are. And like every guest he's had on there has like been an expert in the field of in different neurotype science stuff, or The topics are very intriguing. However, these long form video content, I fall asleep during them, man, or I usually wake up to them too. I wake up to them because YouTube eventually gets back to them because it's like 2.5 to 3 hour. That's beyond my attention span. I'm sorry, it just is. I cannot watch one full. Uh, it's mostly just more background noise to other things that I'm doing, and it's usually scrolling social media while I listen to it in the background. This is how I like to try and wake up in the morning, get my thoughts flowing, and wake me up by, multi-learning and socializing at the same time. Reminds me of school. Like, this is what I would do in high school. I'd socialize and I'd also learn something in between. It's just how I learned too, I guess. I can't stay to one topic for too long though. I end up just daydreaming and like doing my own thing and just not even thinking or absorbing anything that's going on in the background. But there are things that will catch my pique my interest once in a while. I'm like, wait, let me hear this. And this morning had to do with motivation and emotions and behaviors. The latest one was just about like circadian rhythm and like eating. He calls them feeding times, like for the intermittent fasting type of people or the fasting type people. You either feed or you don't. You're unfed. And the time frames and the studies that have been done on mice and the studies that have been done on humans, exactly the same, show the same results of the motivation and social interactions around the times that you eat really make a difference. Things make a difference in the time that you do them, and it's been scientifically proven. And I'm glad he's getting this information out there. The public can hear this for free. He wants this information free to the public, and he wants the public to know. And he's like a neuroscientist. He's so smart. He's very smart. And I love the guests that he brings on there, the experts. So I highly respect this guy. Even though I can't listen to a full broadcast sometimes. Like I have a pause right now at like an hour and a half in. Like an hour is about my tops. I can handle like any YouTuber. I watch them up to an hour or so. So that's why I try to keep mine under an hour. Hopefully like around the 20-minute mark, anywhere between the 10 to 20. But I also think ideally like some videos should be only 5. I change topics quite frequently and I could do so much better. I just like managing my topics and making each video shorter and have like just more video content out there. But I believe in some quality versus quantity too. There's so many things too about balancing in life. Now I gotta rewind my tape. One sec. Alright, so I've been debating about the camping thing. I really want to go camping, so I think after I get done recording this video and posting, I am going to get online and go check out see what I can find in the next couple weeks for camping, because I really want to get out and get inspired. I'm just waiting on my beads to be ready for the dispensary so I can pitch my freaking idea, and I need to like come up with like a speech and come up with my cost of like materials and stuff and my time, and this is how I got to this price. But this is what I propose to you guys because I don't know if it's going to work. I'm confident that it will, but I have doubt. This is the first business contract I'll be making. I'm really excited about it. Excuse me. And I think all my hard work is going to be paying off in the end. And I'm just inspired by people every day. I just want to go outdoors though. I want some fresh air. I want to be kind of in the shaded sun. There's some water. So I'm thinking about doing some hikes with Stormy. My brother just gave me a whole bunch of his used hiking books that he bought brand new of. He wanted updated publishings, updated information, so he donated his hikes book to me. So I'm gonna go on some of these hikes. I have to check where the fires are though. Oregon's got some wildfires going on already. Wildfires branching off from Darlene and La Pine, Oregon. It was about time for that area to get hit again. I mean, it's been a couple years since it's been hit out that way, but it's been hit quite a few times in the past. So there's illegal fireworks in Eugene right now. There's illegal fireworks in Portland right now. Salem hasn't banned them yet 100%, but let's see what happens after this 4th of July. It's some of the hottest days leading up here. We haven't hit triple digits yet, but we're about to. And that's right around 4th of July and after. It's not a good time for fireworks. And how many people are irresponsible with them? A lot of them. You're supposed to have a hose on and sitting there, or at least a bucket of water. You're to have that. Safety firework practices. What has happened with our world? I swear the common sense is not really a common sense anymore. I don't know. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. The accidents, the drownings, the people having life vests with them but not having them on. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. And there was one summer where I taught myself I need to wear this darn thing. And you never know what's going to happen. So next time, every time I leave my tube, I'm gonna have that freaking life vest on, even though I can be tipped while I'm in the tube, which has happened, I think, maybe once to me. But everything I have is usually always attached to my tube, so I've never really lost anything. I've dropped things in the water though, I'm not gonna lie. I've lost some glass pieces in the water while in the river. I mean, thank goodness for magnet fishermen, and which won't help me in my case, but people that do like to swim the rivers, think you can scuba our rivers and get all kinds of things off the bottom of the water, especially the most popular river float areas, which I know where they all are, and they're going to be ridiculously packed this weekend. As it's hitting triple digits, everybody's going to be on the river. Everybody. Unless you go like at 9 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. I think probably 7 now. Probably 7 o'clock in the morning is when I'd have to get going towards the river and get ready to go. And it's not even hot yet, so it's not even desirable to get in the water. But like, just being able to have your parking spot makes a huge difference, because everybody else has the same idea, and they're the most popular floating spots around town and near town. The closest to me is Santiam River. My favorite is up in Portland. The Clackamas River is my favorite river to float. It's my absolute favorite. Like, that would be ideal. That's what I would want to do this weekend for 4th of July, which I'm almost thinking about maybe hitting that up. I think I have to do reservations and stuff a day in advance now, though. I don't know. There's people probably already bought up the day passes for that day. I've got to get online and check if I want to have any kind of floating time, which I kind of do. I haven't gone floating this year, and I want to be outdoors, and I want to go camping, and I want to do stuff, so maybe I'll organize a float party. In the next few days, I need to get my floating gear out. Time to clutter up my parents' garage with more stuff. I got my cane stuff sitting right there. All those right there, yeah, those are all mine. They're sitting inside my rocking camp chair. I have an office chair out here in the garage. I did have my little privacy thing for a while in my earlier videos. But yeah, this is more of a just getting to know me, and this is what I'm doing to get my day started. I'm going to be taking Stormy across the river to go play in the water later this week too. I've got her life vest here. Check out Stormy's life vest. It's so adorable. This is so cute. It's underneath my freaking canning tote. I gotta pause y'all a second. Alright, got y'all. This is Stormy's vest for floating in the water. She is a pink shark. Hold on. Hold this up. This is Stormy's life vest. I even put one on Stormy because, you know, she doesn't have that much experience swimming, unfortunately. I've only taken her once last year, two Regans across the river from us to get her playing in the water. She's scared of it, which is good. I want her to be, because I don't want her to drown. And we have water right in our backyard, and we had to put up a whole fence along the riverbank because she was wanting to go down there too often. We're like, yeah, no. So they lower and reuse it too. It's called, I'm not going to tell what it's called. But yeah, we have something in our backyard, a stream. Is used for a lot of us. Like, we get water to water our plants and yards with it, so we don't have to use our own water bill to water things. We got water right in our backyard to use to water things. My dad's garage is almost perpetually messy and cluttered. But they do find room to park the car in the garage at least, so good on them. Yeah. I don't think it would be yeah. 2 cars maybe able to fit in here if we had nothing else in it. Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. Because they have a big old freezer and a refrigerator out here with a freezer, big sizes. Plus, my dad has a mini fridge over there. Like, we're thirsty. We're thirsty people. I know, baby. I'll get you a new harness. I ordered it today. I know. Lay down, Stormy. Get up here, lay down. We're almost ready. Lay down. You're good. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Stormy. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. 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 Right here. Come on now. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Good girl. It takes her a little bit, but that's another thing. I want to check into obedience school with her. So that'll be interesting when I get her into that. I'll probably start that in the fall. I don't know. Fall, winter time I think would be ideal, because that way she's getting some training and some kind of like mental exercises. So I'm going to get off here and start getting these things done. I got a lot of planning to do, and my calendar's filling up for July so fast. I'm so busy. I love it when I can be busy like this. All right, y'all. I hope you have a fantastic 4th of July weekend. Party on and be safe. Don't blow off your finger, please. And have a good one. Bye.